Okay guys, I hope you're all well. Today I want to talk about sleep. So many people have a problem either getting to or staying asleep. There can be many different reasons for this, and we can talk about those reasons in a different video. In this video I want to talk about the number one food that is really going to help you improve your sleep. Okay, so you've probably all heard of melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that is secreted by the pineal gland and, unlike serotonin, actually passes the blood-brain barrier and directly impacts our sleep. The first thing I want to mention is that I do not recommend melatonin supplements. I saw some research basically explaining how when they tested all different melatonin supplements, the potencies were completely messed up. It might have said on the packet 1.5 milligrams and had 9 milligrams, and some of them were for chewables, which they were giving to kids, and they were giving a huge melatonin dose to children accidentally thinking it was the right dosage. So just stay away from melatonin supplements. Okay, so as we know, humans, like all animals, we actually create melatonin within our brains. So people say then we should be able to obviously eat meat and get some melatonin in us, and it's completely true. But the downside to that is the highest meat source of melatonin is actually salmon, and to get a physiological dose of melatonin, a dose that would actually sort of affect your sleeping pattern, you'd have to eat over 200 pounds of salmon. And not only do I not think that's ethically okay, it's obviously I don't know anyone, I don't think, that can eat 200 pounds of salmon in one sitting. Like animals, plants make their own melatonin also, and it has been proven now that when we eat the plants, the melatonin that we eat from the plants, we can use, and it directly affects our sleep. So obviously the question is, what food sources, what plants are highest in melatonin? A lot of people talk about cherries for melatonin, and they are high in melatonin compared to a lot of other foods, but we'd have to eat quite a lot to actually get a physiological dose, which is essentially what we want, because then it's going to actually affect our sleep. White button mushrooms are actually one of the highest sources of melatonin, but you would still have to eat 2 pounds of white mushrooms to get a physiological dose. So again, I don't generally sit down to a meal and eat 2 pounds of white button mushrooms. So then we go over to the fruits. Pineapple is super high in melatonin, but you'd have to eat probably a whole pineapple again to get a sleep benefit. You probably would benefit anyway just from the antioxidants and stuff, but to get a melatonin benefit, you would have to eat quite a lot. But the amazing one in fruit, the highest fruit source of melatonin, is actually cranberries. 1 cup of cranberries will give you a physiological dose of melatonin. So a lot of people say to have a cranberry smoothie on a night time, and you will reap the benefits of that dose of melatonin when you go to sleep. So give it a try if you're having sleep issues. Have some cranberries in a smoothie. But again, when you're traveling, when you're doing different things like that, you can't always take cranberries with you. I personally, I even know this, and I don't go out of my way to eat cranberries because I'm not a massive fan of cranberries. I definitely can't eat them just like raw in their normal sort of raw form. I'd either have to blend them or have them, blended or in a juice or something. So I want something a little bit easier, and the highest food source ever documented of melatonin, are you ready for it? It is a nut. Can you guess which nut?
These nuts.
Not these nuts, it is pistachio nuts. Literally, to get a physiological dose of melatonin, you would have to eat 2 pistachios. Not 2 handfuls, 2. Literally, you would have to eat 2 of them. Just 2. Just 2 to get a physiological dose. So imagine if that's what you have to eat to get a physiological dose. If you ate a handful of pistachios, that would be like eating a high dose or taking a high dose melatonin supplement without all the other rubbish ingredients and without all the chemicals and the bad side effects. You would just have the benefits of the pistachios along with the melatonin benefits. So if you are wanting to increase your melatonin levels, this is the food that you need to start getting into your diet, or if it's already in your diet and you want to eat more, eat it with the last meal of the day, get some more in, and see how you feel, and let me know how you feel down in the comments. I just wanted to give something out there. I heard this the other day, and I thought, right, I need to make a video on it because I actually always ate my pistachios with my last meal of the day anyway, and I just thought when I found that out, I just thought it's so cool. A lot of people talk about melatonin, so I thought I want to make a video out of it and get that information out there to you so you can give it a try and let me know how you feel. So most importantly, as always, look after yourself, keep smiling, and I'll see you in the next health video. Goodbye.